boys, girls, at technical I'm between. Anyways, we last left off on this storyline. Well, every universe has been conquered, and there's open access to each one. So yeah, also Katsubako from the Nether Monarch's universe was killed. Pickaxe right through his teeth. Stabbed him in the brain and killed him. Anyways, I feel like it's time for a time skip. 3 years. A rebellion has been planned by the two All Mights and the Shields. Also a lot of other heroes, so, you know. There are 3 stars and stripes. One of them, critical condition. The other 2 had curses placed on them where they cannot speak a word. They're essentially mute. Every time they try and speak, it just goes. Nothing but air comes out. No words, none. But anyways, yeah. You know what the rebellion does? They bring the frickin' warden. You know, from the Deep Dark update? Yeah, they bring that. Let's just say it took 3 years to make. And now they need to wait a little bit. So another 2 years pass. With everybody being happy, gathering together in one dimension for a party. With the All Mights there, and so as well as the Shields, as the Shields kind of feel bad, but not so much. Kind of. They do feel bad, but you get the point. As an All Might and an All for One, uninjured, go into the party house. Oh wow, neat. Well, I hope you haven't been lacking on your training, cause we're about to kick your ass, kid. Really. As the young All Might punches towards the Nether Monarch, the End King, and the Overseer as they are flung back into the wall, still surviving. Wow, that was... Yes, and I believe you'll enjoy our Nomu. Oh shit, that thing! I enjoyed the sparring lessons with it. As the warden comes in, as it has a frown on its face, as they can see its open rib cage with a single soul in it. Wait a second, hold on! As the Nether Monarch dips two drops of True Sight Potion on him. Ugh. You monsters! Oh, I see you found out. You see, we thought, why not fight fire with fire? With another monarch getting a twisted smile on his face, he says, alright, fine, let's move. Oh no, he is going to do what I think he's gonna do. What is he gonna do? Watch out as the End King pulls back the Overseer as the Nether Monarch goes in and slices All for One's head off, along with going after All Might quickly, trying to decapitate him, but All Might dodges and gets a scar as his intestines are flung out, with All for One regrowing his body. As another monarch brings out his magical fireball as All for One attempts to dodge, but it nicks his toe. As he starts getting taken over by the weather effect, as he's slowly starting to die as his body's disintegrating. Another monarch looks at him coldly and stabs him over and over and over again, until he eventually just disappears in nothingness. as he looks towards the two All Mights. Okay, I think you need a little break. How about this? We handle this. I think that'd be best for them. Don't you mean, you? No, I mean for you two. Believe me, they're a lot more merciful than I am. As, as both of the All Mights get their heads cut off, with another monarch just looking down and at the warden, crying, apologizing over and over again, as the shields go and run some experiments on it. As another monarch just sits there, unmoving. As the shields have actually been studying magic within this time, and they've managed to create some undead. You know, zombies, skeletons. Not the creepers, though. So, yeah. This is weird. They bring back the All Mights and the two All Mights that they could, and are working on the two All For Ones that died. Well, actually, 3 All For Ones that died. Along with the 1 All Might that also died, but it's a work in progress. So, yeah. Once they're back, it takes a while, but their minds are intact. Toshinori Yagi. As some of them are covered in a little bit of skulk. As the warden just sits there, catatonic. You see, it reacts to sound, so if I, as one of the Melissas, knock on a piece of glass, the warden looks at it and shooting out its, warden screech. As it travels through the glass, vibrating. As it hits the glass head on, breaking it. It can differentiate from its frequencies of its yell, so it can essentially make it pass through objects and make it essentially solid. It's mainly threatening against organic life. For example, as another Melissa plops down a watermelon and hits it, as the warden once again throws out its screech. As the watermelon explodes. Pretty cool, right? Interesting. I could use this as a weapon. Did I create this one? Or another me? Yeah, but we couldn't recover the body, actually. We're working on the most recent All Might right now. I see. And who did I make this Nomu of? A kid. If y'all couldn't tell, I'm not gonna say it. It just hurts if I do. But, yeah. They eventually attempt to make another warden, but it doesn't work. They can't get the same amount of power or responsiveness. Eventually, the other copy wardens die. As the warden just stands there, non-moving and crying. So, yeah. It's just there, standing, until it's given orders. As another monarch is just crying, as they ask what happened. Oh, I see, so you two didn't get it. As the push to the true side starts wearing off. You see, you two didn't see it, did you? See what? You two didn't get it. When he said fight fire with fire, he meant us. He meant another Izuku Midoriya. That thing was one of us. Oh, I see. Yeah. But not the point. The shields are gonna analyze it. You know, don't you think it's strange how, they went after us and not the shields? Listen, we were the main threat, so it would make sense they go after us first. Why take out the pawns so you could take down the king easily? Okay. Well, I'm gonna go sleep now. As they all go to their quarters. As back with the shields and the All For Ones and the All Mights who are finally alive. You see, we can only use bits and parts of the skulk. And whenever something dies, it essentially absorbs its soul and spreads around these things. Well, we could understand it doesn't really... It drops... It's inside of the wardens. But whenever we pick them up, they deactivate. I see. So what you're saying is they're organic, and once you remove them from the rest of the body, it dies. And if you try and put it back, it's essentially like a head. Exactly. I see. As the skulk starts spreading on the All For One that managed to be a success. I see. So it's just like the others, as you said. Oh well. So, tell me, do you still desire to take over this world? I'm sorry. Oh, that wasn't a joke, was it? After seeing what those kids could do, I don't want to take over it anymore. Honestly, I'm scared. As they look at All For One's hands and body, as it's shaking. He's genuinely terrified of the kids. Those kids, they aren't human. They're monsters. But they were born human. So, maybe there's a chance. Shut up with your goddamn ideals, Toshinori. I know I killed Nana, but those kids, they've seen worse than I have, worse than you have, worse than any of us. And I have lived thousands of years and seen death and worse. I've seen an entire war play out. And they've still seen worse. I'm scared. You should be too. But then again, that thick-ass skull of yours won't necessarily allow it, will it? We could kill them in their sleep. No, that won't work. They're used to being attacked during the night. And that another monarch guy and the End King, they're used to not sleeping at all. What should we do then? I'm willing to listen, put our differences aside, and fight together. I don't know. How about this? We let the Skulk take over, then we fight them. As the Wardens, those things are way more powerful than us. But they only last for so long. How do we know that we can stop them within that time? We can't. We generally can't. Fine. How about this? Some of us do it and the others stay back and to come up with a backup plan. Deal. I'd rather die than go up against them in my right mind. Alright, deal. Anyways, that's it off. God damn. Another entire world war is gonna start. Let's see how this plays out.